Where do you come to get all your news? Washington Farmer.
So our next guest is Rylinda Rhodes, who is someone who we have seen before. Miss Rylinda, welcome back to Win TV. It is a delight to have you.
Well, thank you for having me. It is a pleasure, and I'm very pleased to be here to talk to you about mental health and the awareness for this month.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, Miss Rolinda, you are someone who has my favorite thing, and we're going to talk about this. You're going to be selling your soaps and potions and such at the new Ward 8 Central Farmers Market, and that opens tomorrow.
Yes, it does. I'm so excited.
Okay, for those of us who might not be able to make it to the farmers market tomorrow because we're going to go and find Stephanie Mills tickets somehow or whatever else we have going on. Let us know how we can find your products.
Absolutely. You can definitely find my products online at www.mainroads.com. You can also find me on IG at mainroadsNHA. NHC, where you can pre-order your products, and then you can pick them up from the farmers market on Saturday. So it's at 1250 Half Street from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. starting May 7th into December. I'm extremely excited about that opportunity. I am a small business owner, so this is a very, very exciting time, especially because I make my products telling my story about my mental health journey.
Well, first of all, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you very much.
Second of all, happy Small Business Week. Yes. Third of all, happy Small Business Month. And then we go now that I've got all that out the way, let's talk about our conversation today around mental health. You're here to talk about this. Now, is it a thing or is it just the myth? Do Black people still have trouble seeking mental health counseling? Is this something that we have figured out can help us, or are we still prey to the idea we don't need it?
Well, in my personal opinion, especially working as a outreach specialist and working on the community response team or mobile crisis team, I do feel like it is still taboo in our community. However, I do feel that we've done leaps and bounds, but we still have a lot of work to do. There's still a lot of shame around speaking about your personal feelings and your emotions. There's still the cliche that people are crazy, or the uncle that lives in the back bedroom that no one wants to speak about. But it's extremely empowering and necessary in our community to talk about these things. I really believe that hurt people hurt people. I am the evidence that was true. I was a 12-year-old that experienced sexual trauma by my employer. I was an entrepreneur at the time, and it went untreated for many, many years. And typically, it came out in different aspects of my life that I was unaware of until someone came to me and was like, hey, have you ever thought about or spoke to someone about your mental health? And that's how my journey began. I struggled for many, many years, just thinking, you have to be a strong Black woman. That's just life. You just deal with it. You just get over it, you adapt. But that is not true. You don't just adapt. You do have the right to take care of yourself. You do have the right to pay attention, and not just to your physical health, but also your mental health, how you feel, your emotions, how you regulate those emotions with yourself and people that's around you. It is our responsibility to do so.
Is coming to this knowledge yourself the way you decided to become a peer counselor?
I decided to become a peer counselor because I wanted people to know that we move from surviving to thriving. I wanted them to tangibly see a person that was going in and out of hospitals, run-ins with the criminal justice system. My life was very unmanageable because I did not know how to manage my emotions, and I was undiagnosed. Once I got that help, once I started speaking to someone and I got that support, my life started to change. I had all of the makings to be the amazing woman that I am, but I also had trauma, and I did not know how to live with that trauma until I was able to get support and help to understand who I was. And I wanted to be the example. I wanted to go out there on the street showing people that, yes, we do recover. Yes, we do live normal lives based on what it is that you want to do. So I wanted to be the evidence. I wanted to partner with clinicians to go on the street and let people know that they can get these services. And I wanted them to see I was there. I was homeless. I went to prison. I was in and out of hospitals. But with the right support and the resources, look what can happen. I am a mom of 3, managing my life, good credit, small business owner, and out here showing my community that we can do this, that your life matters, your life matters, your life matters.
Absolutely. Absolutely. When we think about folks who have entered the criminal justice system, have left the criminal justice system, can you offer some advice about how to, rebuild, restart, and even, maintain family relationships during those events, that especially the little people in a person's life can really be affected?
That is a very good question and scenario to speak about, being a mom and returning to society. And I had, when I left, my children were small. They were between the ages of 8 and 13. And when I returned home, they were teenagers. And so, of course, there was a transition and transitioning and rebuilding relationships that I had before. But I'll tell you what I did. I made a commitment to myself. I decided that I was going to be the best version of myself. And it didn't matter what I had to do, but I could change those old messages. See, hurt people, when I was hurt, I had messages that I told myself I would not trust people. I would not depend on people because people had disappointed me. People had traumatized me. But I changed that message. I changed that message to, I can be a better person. I can heal. I can ask and trust people and expect them to give me the support that I need. And so that's what it was that I did. That's how I live my life today. That's what I show to the community every day when I wake up and go out.
Well, I love to hear that story. It's giving hope. And to see the impact and the effect right in front of us, it's a wonderful thing indeed. So you've experienced this. Folks who have experienced it might not be as good as you are at asking for help. I wonder if you've got advice to help folks figure out how they might.
I apologize about that. I'm sorry.
You are a business owner with a family. It happens. And
yeah, it was my grandbaby.
How did I know? How did I know? So I was asking about your power around being able to say, here's an area where I need support, I need help, and then go out and ask for it. Some other folks, I would love your advice if you would share. For the people who might even be able to identify, here's where I need help, here's what that help should look like, but the ability to humble themselves and make themselves vulnerable and reach out and say, sister, I need you, brother, I need you. Mm-hmm. How to make that happen?
That's a very good question. So that's twofold. So I'm going to say this first. It's imperative that the places that they go to get the services that they need, I believe that we need to implement trauma-informed care training to all DC government employees. We are dealing with individuals that have been traumatized, and it's important for us to help them and not harm them. We need to meet them where they are at the time. And that's where sensitivity comes in. So the first part is understanding that the population that you're dealing with has trauma. and being able to be sensitive, being able to empower them, being able to meet them with strength-based techniques. That's the first part. So when they do make the commitment and they go get the resources, they should not be re-traumatized by the person that they engaged with when they first walk in the door. A lot of these people are struggling and they come in, they're homeless, they're hungry, they're couch surfing, they're dealing with domestic situations, and they come to the Department of Human Services or to DMV or any of these places, and they're met with disdain. We need to be more compassionate. So that's the first part. Really implementing some trauma-informed care training to our employees so people know how to engage them. So when they do make the choice to get up and get help, they don't be re-traumatized. The second part is making a decision and realizing that this is not working. For myself, I just had to say, Rylinda, you don't know what you're doing. And I'm going to be very honest. You know, I am a lover and a believer of my God, who I call Jesus. And one of the verses that I really lean on is, trust in the Lord with all my heart and do not lean on my own understanding. And what that interpreted to me was, Rylinda, your thinking is thinking, because I'm thinking, you know, every thought rumination is about the hurt, the pain. So I make my choices based off hurt, pain, not trusting you, being defensive. So when I change my stinking thinking and learn that I can't just trust what I know, that I can ask a professional, I can go out and ask someone else. And that's important. When you get to the point where you've tried everything and it's not still working, that's when the ability comes in and say, you know what, hey, I can't do this.
We love your determination to succeed. We wish you and will continue to wish you all the best, Miss Rylinda. Thank you so much for being with us. Now, before I let you go, got any Mother's Day plans?
I do have Mother's Day plans. And, you know, I'm a practical mother. I'm a business owner. So my children are going to support me in my opening day at the Half Street Market. They're going to support me by going out and helping me set up my table. So I'll be prepared to be the best professional that I am. I requested tangible things for my children that I could use to help me to progress myself and my business. And so that's what I'm going to be doing, as well as helping my grandson prepare a breakfast. Oh my God, I hope my daughter's not watching. Please, helping my grandson prepare breakfast for his mom. So that's what the gift I'm going to give to my daughter.
Oh yes, keep the recipes in the family. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Rylinda Rhodes, she will be at the
Half Street Market. It's 1250 Half Street for all the DC natives, the old tracks, you know, that neighborhood, that area. If you come in from M Street, I will be on the right-hand side. If you come in from the N Street location, I will be on the left-hand side. There will be all the beautiful soaps and awesome smelling soaps that look like this. Come out and support Main Roads. And not only that, you're going to be supporting the community by making them aware of mental health.
Oh, this is wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
My pleasure.
For being with us today, and happy Mother's Day.